Good morning to everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where you're logging in from. I am Nicolas Bornozis of Capital Link, and I would like to welcome you to the 13th annual Capital Link New York Maritime Forum, which we're hosting today in partnership with the DNB and with the cooperation of the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. I am absolutely privileged to host this conference today. Before passing the floor to Ted Jadick, our partner in this conference, and Ted is the Managing Director, CEO, and President of DNB Markets, and we're hosting this event together for one more year. So before turning over the floor to him, I would like to say how privileged and proud I am with the agenda we have put together. Over a 3-day period, we are featuring, it's an absolute who's who of the maritime industry. The representation of shipping with C-level executives is tremendous. And over the 3-day period, we're going to cover all the critical topics, not only per sector, but also for the whole. This forum has the opportunity not only to discuss about what is happening in the global shipping markets, as well as the commodity and energy markets, but also it focuses on the role of New York as a global maritime center. New York providing capital, legal services, the trading, the insurance, so many services around shipping. And New York is one of the major global centers for this industry. Again, I'm privileged to have not only with us industry leaders, but also government leaders who will discuss energy, who will discuss commerce, and who will also discuss the global supply chain challenges. We also have running in parallel a tremendous number of one-on-one meetings between the shipping companies and investors. So all together, it has been a particularly compact and effective undertaking. I'll turn the floor over to Ted. Again, I'd like to express my gratitude and thanks to him and his team for the year after year cooperation in putting this excellent forum together, and for literally, putting their effort and infrastructure behind this event. So Ted, thank you again, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Nicholas, very much, and good morning to everyone. Or again, as Nicholas said, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you're physically sitting. On behalf of DNB and Capital Link, so glad to have you joining us for, as Nicholas said, 13th annual Capital Link New York Maritime Forum. Nicholas, you said we're partnering for one more year. I hope we're partnering for longer than that. This has been a good cooperation. I think this is the 5th year we've been the prime partner for this event, and it's been excellent cooperation. We look forward to many years of this. I'd rather leave time for the program, so I'm going to keep my introductory remarks very brief. I'm guessing that won't be a disappointment for anybody who's listening. What a year it's been since we last gathered for this forum, which again was remotely, as we are today, and what a difference a year makes. I'm pretty sure I've used that line before at this gathering. Shipping is usually full of surprises, but this time really pales with anything I think any of us have experienced before. 1 year ago, we faced huge uncertainties in our economy and indeed in our day-to-day lives. Today, with the vaccine and unprecedented government, monetary and fiscal support, we are in a broad-based recovery mode globally. Perhaps not straight line, but directionally, I think we can all agree the trend is clear. So this is obviously bigger than the usual shipping-related factors that typically impact the market. And the impact of the pandemic and the emerging recovery on the shipping sector has been profound and on the whole, quite positive. And so for shipping, what a difference this last year has made. Dramatic improvements we've seen in several sectors, notably container shipping and dry bulk shipping, driven by the overall recovery in the economy, and I think significantly boosted by pandemic-driven or pandemic-related squeezes in the global logistics chain, which has resulted in significant and continues to result in or cause significant inefficiencies in the supply of goods and services, and resulting increased fleet utilization. All good for freight rates. Other sectors as well of shipping appear poised, for better markets, as we have again a trending improving economy, and demand levels begin to return to pre-pandemic levels. I think underpinning pretty much all shipping sectors, with the possible exception of container shipping, very much underpinned by a positive supply side dynamic. Very limited ordering has taken place for some time now in all of the major commodity shipping sectors. This is due to a number of factors: demand, financing, lack of yard availability, higher new building prices, and probably most importantly, continued uncertainty around new designs and new technologies linked to the industry's need to decarbonize. Broadly, this bodes very well for the prospects of an extended demand-driven recovery cycle on the back of a continued improving post-pandemic economy globally. The title of this year's forum is It All Glitter and Gold? I think anyone who's been around this business knows that's probably a bit optimistic as a statement. Despite the near and medium-term optimism for continued robust and improving markets, the challenges for the shipping industry remain formidable. But this is an industry that has progressed and is progressing significantly. It has proved itself adaptable over the years. And in my opinion, it is well positioned to meet the challenges that exist today that are being imposed by the world around it. So let's get going and meet these captains of the industry and other speakers that we have for you over the next couple of days, and hear their views. Thanks again to Capital Link, Nicolas and your team, for the great cooperation again. We look forward to these next couple of days. We're very pleased to be the primary sponsor of this forum, and I hope everybody enjoys the content we put together for you. Thank you, and yeah, enjoy.
Thank you, Ted. And as you've correctly pointed out, we look forward to many, many more years to come working together. It's been very effective, and I think you're right. A year has made a tremendous difference in terms of the overall sentiment and environment for shipping. And I think, since we have a minute, I think it's very interesting to point out that maybe for the first time, the broader audience is really getting the idea of the real importance of shipping, especially because of the global supply chain challenges. Obviously, the people who follow shipping, they know shipping, but the broader audience, people who are not familiar with ships because they only see airplanes and trucks and trains, now I think they realize the vitality of shipping in the global supply chain. So I think it will be a very interesting 3-day discussion. By the way, on day 3, we have a panel exactly focusing on the global supply chain challenges, with members also of the National Advisory Shipper Committee that has been established by the Federal Maritime Commission, and of course, headed by the CEO of the Port of New York. Anyway, without any more delay, let's delve into the forum. Ted, tremendous thanks to you and your team.
Thank you.
Thank you to my team as well, to Capital Link, for really putting together another great event. Thank you.